Thanks for joining us for our second installment of the Hornets Top 10. Today we're looking at Top 10 Special Teams Plays. We have a couple of bonus videos this week. This first one technically isn't a special teams play, but it does show what a special team we had. After each home game, the Hornets would rush to the west end zone to join the band as they played the alma mater. Here, after the homecoming victory, the team came back on the field to support their bandmates. This second video here was not included because technically it wasn't a legal play. We see Gavin Baldwin leaping into the air after this high kickoff to keep Panna from catching it. Not a legal play, but a fun special team play. All right, now let's look at number 10. This may seem just like a regular old kick, which we saw a whole lot of those throughout the year, but this one is special because it is the point when the 2019 Hornets became the highest scoring team in school history. They would go on to smash that record with 601 points. At number 9, this was the first big special teams play of the year, a game that took 2 days to finish. We see here Gavin Baldwin breaks through the line that stretches to get his big paw on the ball for the punt block, and Jace Matecki with the catch and recovery. At number 8, throughout the season, Nick Miller was our typical burner from the kick return position, and Isaac Turner also had opportunities to do so. Here we see him returning this kickoff against BHRA in the second round of the playoffs. This long return shot a spark back into the team and gave the lethal Hornets offense a short field to work with and eventually to go score and take the lead. At number 7, Christian Ocampo is back on the list, but this time it's not just for helping the team break a record. This time it was personal. Christian kicked a ridiculous record-breaking 9 point-after attempts in one game. At number 6, this was the last play of the first half of the second round game that no one gave Nashville a chance. They tried to catch the kick defense sleeping, but the Hornets snuffed it out to keep the game locked at 14 going into the half. At number 5, this is Nick Miller in a couple of patent fake fumble punt returns. Nick had a niche for dropping the ball to suck the punt return team in. That way he could burst out to the outside and use his speed to beat them. This first return was a 45-yard return to the 5-yard line against Anna Jonesboro. In this second return here, we see a pancake block against one of their burners, and then Nick goes and does the rest. We see this play finish here with one of Nick's spectacular spin moves. At number 4, this is the kick. The first time the Hornets would run this all season against DuPoint, and it truly became a weapon for them. Other teams had to choose to either put smaller guys up there to try to catch the ball or risk keeping big guys up there who could fumble it. At number 3, by this point we could start calling this the heavenly kickoff play. Just as the Hail Mary is a prayer pass play, this kickoff to the heavens would give the good guys some help. I love to see the reaction of the sideline once they knew it had worked in this third round playoff game. At number 2, this punt in a deadlocked playoff game seemed to really help flip the momentum for the Hornets as it pinned BHRA back on their own goal line. Special teams really showed out to be a big difference maker in the playoffs, and here we see Bryce Donato risking life and limb to stop that. All right, well, hey, today we got some more players from our 2019 Hornets football team. In fact, these are all incoming seniors for the new year. We got Nick Miller back on again, as well as Gavin Baldwin and Bryce Donato. And so, hey, let me ask you guys. So a lot of other schools use backup players to play special teams, but you guys, all three of you guys, got a lot of special teams, both from punt return, kickoff, kick return. Let me ask, do you guys enjoy playing on the special teams?
Yeah, I do.
At
It's
times.
fun.
Gavin, you said at times. Why at times?
Because sometimes you'll be going down and you'll have a long drive, then you turn the ball over, and then you got to run all the way back, or we'll go down and we'll start at the 20, and we'll drive all the way down, and then you got to run back to get on kickoff just to sprint down and then come back again. You're beat tired at the end.
Dang, you got to talk to the coaches about that, Gav.
I wasn't that tired. I didn't play offense, so I had time to sit out.
Hey, we had that. Let me ask you guys, because I've heard both sides. So the kick, the heavenly kick, the first time that happened against DeCoin, was that a planned play or was that accident?
I can't remember, but I think it was an accident.
Planned or accident?
I think it started out as an accident.
Yeah.
So we stumbled onto a genius play there is what happened then.
Yeah, it worked out a lot. Helped us.
If you guys noticed there was a lot of those special teams plays were from the playoffs. Special teams became actually a vital role for our team. Gavin, tell us a little bit. You were instrumental against BHRA on stopping them in the second half. You were there when we stopped that field goal attempt there to keep the game tied at 14. And just how important was that for you guys as a team?
Oh, it's crazy. And Coach Goforth always preaches about how special teams can decide a game. I guess he did some research, and it was, I think, it was a 20% better chance, or 80. I don't remember. It was a huge difference in percent chance of scoring a touchdown if you started out from the 25 instead of the 20, like even on kickoffs and stuff like that.
That's amazing. Hey, we didn't expect you to be a math major. You're just supposed to hit the ball and tackle a bunch of people. All right? So, Nick, you got to do a lot of returns. Let me ask you, just psychologically, man, when you're back there for a punt and you know those guys are gunning 100 miles an hour, are you scared a little bit, or just, man, you're just all out? It doesn't matter.
I'll be honest, it's a little scary because you'll catch it and then you don't know where they're at, or you'll end up dropping it like I did a couple of times. But I mean, I will say it's a little scary. Got big guys running at you.
So that's when you're yelling at Bryce, hey, you got to pick that block up, bro. And I thought you were dropping the ball on purpose. I thought that was part of your game plan to suck the punt teams in.
It seemed like it. A couple games in a row, I just kept dropping it.
It was a lot of fun watching you return those. Bryce, let me ask you, man. Again, that was a BHRA game. We saw Isaac Turner's big kick return to start the second half. Gavin was a big instrumental part of that, stopping that play at the end of the second half or first half. You were a big part in that third quarter where the game was still tied, I believe, and we were able to pin them deep and flip the field. Let me ask you, did it hurt when you ran into that corner, bro?
Well, I didn't think there was a chain there at first. And then I hear a bunch of people screaming. And then I tried to jump over it, but it was too late, so I just had to just do whatever I did.
Well, let me ask you, did it hurt?
A little bit. But I was already, on the ground hurt where the trainer had come out twice in the game, so I was like, I can't come down a third time.
Yeah, so. Can't go out three times. All right, well, hey, guys, let me ask you one last thing. You guys are all seniors going into your last year. You just made it to the state finals. It was a fun run. I know it was disappointing. Obviously felt like you guys should have won or could have won. Let me ask you, what's the expectations coming into this year?
Go back.
Go back, yep.
Yeah, go back. Hopefully.
You guys think you're the favorites?
Yeah, I do.
No, there's going to be doubters again.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
The South.
Well, hey, you guys represent the South well. You guys represent Nashville well. Appreciate you guys. Love watching you guys play. Hey, you guys stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you this upcoming season, all right?
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you guys. And at number 1, this is Nick Miller's 85-yard kick return taken all the way back to the house. this was just a perfect special teams play, as we see here that everyone hits their block, which creates a seam just big enough for Nick to burn through and take it all the way in for the first score of the game.